Hi guys, welcome to this session in Google Sheets. In this module, I want to show you the differences between the lookup functions that you get in Google Sheets. So on the left, I've got the standard lookup function, then VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, and then the newer XLOOKUP. So let's have a look how this works. Now, I've got a code here, and then there's a list of codes. What I want this to do is bring back what that code is, just one column, one item. Now, I want to put data validation on there, so I've got a drop-down list. Now, if you go to the data menu, in there, you've got data validation as an option that you can select. So if I go for data validation, it comes up here, and then you can add a rule. So it's for that cell, it says drop down there, but I want it drop down from a list. And then you basically select the list, which is going to be all the codes like that. That's the list. OK. And then click on done. That's your list. And then you've got that drop down list there. So I'm selecting a code. So I'll go for that one. Now I want the lookup to tell me what that is. I'll just make that column a bit wider so you can see what the code is. So it's going to be equals lookup, open the bracket. Now it's asking you for the search key, which is that cell there, A3, comma. Now it wants a list of where the codes are, which is this list, comma, and then it wants the list of what's next. So if I just move up a little bit so I can get to the top of this list, grab that, scroll back up. Now I can just press enter on that, so I don't need to close a bracket, and it should tell me what that is. False. So if I select a different one, A, B, C, the top one, that's null. So that's what the lookup is doing. It just wants an intersection, and then it's giving you that information. Now VLOOKUP, vertical lookup, is when you've got a table laid out like this, vertically. HLOOKUP is when you've got a table laid out like this, horizontally. So let's do this one. Again, I'll do the validation. So I'm in there, add rule. So it's dropped down from list, just drop that down. Select in there first, highlight the list, click OK, and then done. And I should have my list in there. I'll pick a different one. So this time I've got two columns that I want. So I want the description and the cost. So I'm going in there, equals VLOOKUP, open the bracket, look at the code, that cell, comma. Now I want to see the range, the whole range. This is the rest of the table. So basically I need this whole table. So highlighting all of this table, comma. Now which column do I want? Well, I want column 2 for the description. So I'm putting a 2, comma. Which type of search do I want? It's an exact match I want, which I know you can put a 0, or you could put false there. I'll just put a 0 and then press enter on that. It comes up with washers, which is ABE washers. I also want the price. So that says 2, that's column 2. So this one needs to say column 3. So I'll just do it again, equals VLOOKUP, open the bracket, select the code, comma, select the table, all of it, comma, type the number of the column you want to return, which is 3, comma, 0. Then press enter. This one. Typo there, look. So I need to start off with equals V, look up, open the bracket, click on the code, comma, select the whole table, comma, select the column number, this time number 3, 3, 0 for an exact match, and then press enter on that, and that should fill that one in. So you change the code, and then whatever that information is will appear at the top. Now HLOOKUP It works exactly the same in terms of syntax and layout as this one, except your data's laid out slightly different horizontally. So it would be row 1, row 2, row 3. Let's do this one. So it's equals HLOOKUP. Open the bracket on that one. I've not done a validation list, you've just typed that in there. Comma, but I need to select the table. So I just need to get to the top of this table like that. That's the table, comma. Well, I want row 2 to start with, so it's a 2, comma 0, still a 0, and then press enter on that, and it should put that in there nuts. So do it again, equals HLOOKUP, open the bracket, click on the code, do a comma, select the table, do a comma. This is going to be row 3, comma 0, press enter, and that gives you the price. Now the last one is a newer function, newer than those anyhow. It's the HLOOKUP. So if I come across a bit, this allows you, see, I had to do that twice, or you could use names and pull it over and then just change the column reference, which is what I normally do. But I want you to type it out a couple of times so you could get a good look at how I've done it. HLOOKUP will allow you to do multiple things in one go. Also, if I delete that code, I'm getting this message, NA, not applicable. So to hide that, you might have to put in front of the H, if error, and then after that final bracket, you do a comma, and then you can put whatever you want to appear. So missing, like so, and it will put missing, only I've got caps lock on. Okay, so I didn't need to change that. So it's all the same, missing. Press enter on that, missing. And I'd have to do it again for that. Now, if there's a code there, A, B, C, that will disappear and it'll tell you what it is. Now, in the HLOOKUP, can do all of that in one go. Let's just have a look at this one. So equals HLOOKUP. Still looking at the code, comma, looking at where the codes are, and they don't need to be on the left-hand side like they do on a VLOOKUP, comma. Then result range, in this case, if I just scroll up a little bit, is all of these two columns, and there could be multiple columns here, all the way over there. That's the result, comma, value if missing. So instead of doing if error, I can just do that straight away there, in quotes, because it's text, missing, like that. Still got caps lock on. Text caps lock off. Missing, in quotes though, like that, comma. Now it wants to know what type of match. Now if you left that off, it's defaulting to 0, so I'll just put a 0 anyhow. And then you've got search options at the end, which I'm not going to do. Just press enter on that, and it fills them both in. So if there was multiple columns, it would go all the way across there. So it's a lot quicker than doing that, where you've got to do it over and over again. But that's all I want to talk about in this little video, how you can see the differences between lookup, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, and HLOOKUP. And I also did a data validation for you in the first two, so you could see how you could create your drop-down list. So hopefully that's of use. Thank you for your time. I'll catch you in the next one.